Hello and welcome to Co-Creating with Cosmic Holly. I'm Holly, and today's moon draw is going to be regarding the first quarter moon, which is happening in Leo. Today is May 4th. Last week during the Taurus new moon, we had questions around value and beauty and pleasure and the energies that were moving with that. And this week, the first quarter moon is also called the opening square to that new moon, and it's in Leo. So our questions are around love, courage, admiration, creativity, play, romance, and children. And I think of children as actual children or even creative projects that we're releasing out into the world, or whatever you consider children in your life. You know, some people have fur babies and things like that. So here are the questions I have come up with regarding this moon's response to last week's new moon. And it could be intentions you were setting, or perhaps you are becoming clear as the moon starts to brighten in the sky. You start to get clarity, you get more light on situations that may have been happening last week. So, or the intentions that you set, you put intentions out there, but you know, with just total trust in the universe. So, here are the questions. Are you receiving attention that feels valuable, pleasurable, or beautiful to you? And conversely, are you giving attention that feels valuable or beautiful or pleasurable to you? Creative, is it stimulating your creative energy? Are you feeling noticed? Are you feeling loved? Are you feeling jealousy? These are all things that can come up in Leo energy. So the sun rules Leo, and people often take the sun for granted. Like, for instance, today is misty and kind of cold, yet we're deep in spring. There's a lake right nearby. I can see it out the window, and there's still mist rising off the lake. And I have to wear a sweatshirt because I'm chilly, you know. But I don't really think about that when the sun's out. People sometimes take the sun for granted. I said that. What are you, basically, what are you giving your attention to? And where are you receiving attention from? And are you shining your personal light? Are you shining your light on what it is you want to grow, as opposed to what it is you are realizing you need to let go of in your life? If you are giving more attention to what it is you don't want, can you pivot that attention to what you do want, toward what you do want? This is what the quarter moon is starting to, asks us to do. Sometimes we realize the areas we need to pay attention to because we're experiencing what it is we don't want. What creative actions are you taking in order to move you closer to your intentions? What creative actions are you taking toward love? Can you let yourself be playful as you take these actions? So that is this week for in response to basically your life right now, but also if you think back to last week. Now you can go back and think back to 9 months ago as well. This quarter moon is part of the moon family from the Leo new moon that happened on August 1st, 2024. What was going on in your life? Are you nurturing something from that time? Maybe something that began at that time. Were, these, it could be anything, but it's possible that you might be either allowing the experiences from 9 months ago to continue to grow. These are like a slower nurturing of perhaps something that's in the area of love. Right? I mentioned this earlier. So maybe you had a new love, or maybe there was some kind of romance that was beginning, or something was deepening for you in the area of love. Maybe it's something that took some courage, or a creative project that you began. Like I said before, it could be actual children, it could be creative projects. Or, maybe romance began at that time. Is that, are those areas of your life deepening? And it doesn't have to be these areas I'm mentioning, but these are areas that may have been lighting up in your life last August. On a quick note, I do like to focus. I want to focus on the moon, but I just want to say that Mars is also in Leo right now, and so there's like an extra boost of energy, and you may be feeling a little passion. Mars has, as of today, it was running retrograde in Cancer, and a little bit of Leo, and now it is in Leo and out of its shadow. So we're experiencing newness in terms of energy in our lives, where we want to move forward, where we may feel passion, or even awakening sexuality, or maybe even wanting to argue, or stand up for something. You might be feeling warrior energy. So that is like a little extra boost of Leo. So if you think about those qualities, creativity, love, admiration, and I've been shuffling the cards as I'm talking, and a card just jumped out, and it is the Six of Wands. So Leo's a fire sign. The Wands is fire. And I had a question earlier, like the Six of Wands usually represents there's been some kind of success, especially in maybe something you've put out there into the world. There's a recognition that happens, a recognition for a creative endeavor, or I like creative endeavor, but basically something that you are putting out into the world. And sometimes what can happen when you put energy out into the world is there can be a little bit of there can be some combative energy. So you see this, there's one person who's holding up this torch. That's, there's a few different things that can happen, right? So I'm going to go through the few different things right now, obviously. this person is standing here, and then there are all these other hands holding up torches. So one is that public thing that has been put out is being celebrated. There is some success. I said that. Sometimes success can bring about opposition. There can be people who want to knock you down. There can be any type. There's going to be criticism possibly, or jealousies, or sometimes just attention you don't want. It brings both. You get some things that you do like, some things that you don't like. And this is something that Leo contends with, which is Leo energy, we all have Leo energy, wants to shine. That is what the sun, which is Leo's ruling planet, does. And but shining as a human can be vulnerable. So there's a little bit of a vulnerable energy happening, and part of what can be stirred up in that vulnerability is sort of a fear of criticism. And that fear sometimes stops people. And I would say, don't let it stop you if you have something you want to put out there, or that you're putting out there, or you're declaring, do it. I mean, this is saying there is success there. And then on a whole other, like, that's the first thing, right? But on a whole other level, it's like, as you take an action, this person here is taking an action, and you put it out there, and this is the more positive aspect of this. Each one of these hands is holding a torch. It's like the Ace of Wands. So it's like one action brings on 5 other different ideas, maybe one step in the direction towards something that you want to do or experience, leads you to the next 5 steps to take, 5 inspired steps to take. So if there are, it's also like the question I asked earlier, what do you want to nurture? Focus on that. And allow yourself to be willing to, this term, but I'm going to say it, feel the fear and do it anyway. All right, what else? Let me see if there's anything else I want to say. With the 6, this is a place where you are like, okay, here I am. Like, you're either going to, this is a moment where you sort of are on maybe a plateau, and it's where you can get your bearing before moving on to the next thing. But there's always movement. So allow yourself to take a minute to inhale. Notice the creative energy coming in. Notice the love coming in. Notice whatever's coming in and sift through what it is that you want to continue to carry with you. And anything that is a detractor, this is the time to let it go, so that you can continue moving forward. This is a time of the cycle where we want to continue to grow, but it's also a time where we want to be discerning about what it is we're growing. And this is some of the feedback that you're receiving is going to be the reflection for what it is that you can decide to move forward with. Okay. I hope that's helpful. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in a week at the full moon in Scorpio. Take care. Oh, reminder too, I also do actual one-on-one tarot readings, and you can see what it is that I provide and book a reading through holly-troy.com/tarot. Peace.